to the pods are against us, taking on every podcast topic, one episode at a time. Become one of the pod people and follow and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and Podcast Addicts. On to the show.
Welcome to week 18, the last regular season week of the confidence picks for the NFL. And joining me, as always, the QB1, the nowhere man, he is the Sweet Lou.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, you got those sound effects working.
Yeah, so my mic quality might be shitty for now, so I can figure that out. But we do have funny sound effects, if that helps anything. There's a trade-off.
Whoa. I was not expecting that, man. Wow.
There's more. There's more.
That's pretty solid.
There's more.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Speaking of there's more of a lead on your side. So you were 165 and 90 with 65% overall, and I am 155 and 100, 61%. The score is 14-31 to 13-27, which gives you a 104-point lead in complete destruction. Is week 18, as I said. We got 2 games on Saturday. Everything else is on Sunday. Most of it's at 12 o'clock. A couple of important games late. With the full thing ahead of us, man. This is it. This is gonna.
Yeah, man. I still, because I've been gone for about, like I keep telling everybody, I've been gone for the last 10 years out of football. My season usually ended at week 16, so this is all new to me, man.
If only.
Yeah, I went 11-5 last week. I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if I lost, brother, because of I had no business taking the Raiders. I kicked myself in the head after that one, man. I honestly thought at home against the Giants, I thought Dart was iffy. I didn't know if he was questionable. He's in and out of concussion protocol, right?
Yeah.
And then the Steelers losing to Cleveland. I think I have like 14 on that game, and the Packer game, which I think I had 12 on that. But I think those 3, and I thought there was one more. Yeah, but it was like games that like I think everybody else basically had too. Like I wasn't the only one with that many points on there, and somehow my 88 points were good to go back to back in second place. And get this,
Right.
I went Monday night. If the Rams would have done what they were supposed to do and win, I would have taken first.
Right.
And it would have been tough, too, because the other guy tied me, so it would have been straight up on my tiebreaker. And it didn't happen that way. Atlanta won. I ended up in second, and I missed out by 6 points. Those were the 6 points that I had, I think, on the Raiders.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, man, but
the Raiders are actively trying to lose, so there's that.
Yeah, I believe that for sure, man. But the points that you said, I think I'm in 4th now in my other league in confidence. The ones that I have, that 1,334, I think you said.
Yeah. I got 431 an hour in, but.
Gotcha. Yeah, the guy in first has like 1474.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but I'm literally right there with second and third place. Yeah. But without further ado, let's get into it. Do you want to take 16?
I guess so. For what it matters. So I went with the order you sent me because I didn't know you didn't know how to do this. So it's okay. I didn't pick my order, but it doesn't matter. So my 16 is apparently the Seahawks and the Niners. I'm gonna take the Hawks in that game. The Niners are a little banged off, and they're coming off of some big wins already. So yeah, my 16 is the Seahawks.
Okay. For my 16, I'm taking the Eagles against the Commanders. That's what strategically that's what strategically I wanted to do. For, you're a Commanders fan, so I don't have to remind you for obvious reasons. Um, I don't. Would you have had the Eagles this high against the Commanders?
I don't know what my I don't know what my thing would have been now because I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
I probably would have put that a lot lower because that game sucks.
no worries. That's what I wanted the fans to hear. Um, but yeah, no, 16. You're taking the Seahawks,
Yeah,
dude. Is it because they had such a tight game against the Bears, or
I don't know. I think the Niners are just kind of banged up going into this one.
at home?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
think.
got that much later.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Um, what did you have at 15?
All right, 15. I am apparently taking the Bears and the Lions game, and I'm going to take the Bears. Uh,
Okay.
I don't know who's resting starters and who isn't. I didn't really have a chance to get into all that. So unless the Bears rest, they should win this game. They are coming off of a loss, and another game where it comes down to the last play. What an amazing game it was. The Bears are just fantastic, man. Even in a
I,
loss, it's that good. It's fantastic. The Lions just, they're dead.
you had me at the Bears are fantastic. I never thought we'd be putting those two words together.
Really are. They really are.
But here we are at week 18, right? 2025. For a couple more days. Happy New Year to everybody watching.
Yeah, we're almost there. I can't wait for this year to end. It's been horrible. It really, really has been the worst year of my life.
I feel you, bro. Um, let's see. So my 15, I'm taking Buffalo. Devon, get the tables.
Right.
I'm gonna take the Bills Mafia against the Jets because why not, right? They should have this game, although they're coming off a really tight loss against the Eagles last week, right? Wow, what a game! 13-12, was it?
I have no idea.
Man, it was a nail biter for sure, man.
I think so.
Um, would you have had this game this high, Ken?
Again, I don't know what my order would have been. I didn't get to think about it. We
For
had
sure.
I had planned to switch the things and we didn't. So I went with the order you sent me for
Yeah,
mine, but I didn't think of what my order would have been. So at this point I have no idea.
no worries. It's still interesting. You got the Bears at 15, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Um, so that and I took Buffalo at 15. Um, I have more to say on that Bears game a little later, but what do you have at 14, Ken?
So 14 is where I ended up with the Eagles and Commanders game. And I'm going to take the Eagles, of course. The Eagles, I believe, are resting people. There's nothing for them to really play for. But even with backups, I don't feel like the Commanders have any pride or anything to fight with either. Um, they showed that against Dallas. They're not, they have nothing to fight for. So I'm going to take the Eagles anyway.
Okay. Yeah, you're right by me.
Yeah.
Um, at 14, I am going to take the Rams at home against the Cardinals. They're coming off a very tough loss, and I'm glad that you mentioned the whole sitting starters thing because I read all week that Devontae Adams was supposedly going to be rested for that game against the Falcons. So I probably should have taken the Falcons, bro. I mean, I don't know. It was tough. I mean, what do you think though? Devontae Adams didn't play.
Right. I don't know. I'm very uninformed this week, and I'm about to fall on my face. So excuse the lack of energy on my part. I
No
don't know.
worries. So apparently, this won't surprise you because I know how much you like him. Drake May has officially passed up Matthew Stafford in the running for MVP this year.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think he ends up winning it probably.
After this past game against the Falcons, I think so. But I was thinking to myself, I'm
Yeah,
like,
well, that didn't help.
yeah, man. And then I'm like, but Devontae Adams was benched. That wasn't really fair to Stafford, I guess, right? I don't know. Having his one of his key targets on not playing. But hey, they're trying to get a championship, right? So what's more important, single stats or a championship, right? So that was my 14. Kenny's taking the Eagles, and I'm taking the Rams at 14. Uh, are, did you have any last thoughts on that Rams Cardinals game? You wouldn't have taken them this high, would you?
I will get to that later.
Okay. All right, you're number 13, Ken.
My number 13, apparently is the Bucks and the Panthers game. Y'all know I'm gonna keep doing it and keep being wrong. I'm gonna take the Bucks, man. I don't know. I don't buy the Panthers. I never will. They're probably gonna win. There's a bunch of weirdness with this game too, where like I think if Atlanta wins, the Panthers get in no matter what or something. It's bizarre. There's a whole bunch of what ifs to this game. I don't understand, but I feel like the Bucks will at least fight. Maybe they've been bad, so it hasn't really mattered. But I don't know. I'll take the Buccaneers over the Panthers.
Yeah, they're still playing with the beat up Baker Mayfield, right?
Yeah, you got to, man.
Yeah. I got more to say on that one later. Um, my 13, we were just talking about him. I will take Drake May and the Patriots against Hawk Tua and the Dolphins in New England. You know, this is one of those games you can't pass up, and I'm not passing up on that one. What do you think, Ken? Would you have taken him this high?
You're taking the Dolphins?
No, I'm taking the Patriots at 13.
I thought so. I'm about to say what?
No, 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 no. Yeah, no, I'm done taking Miami, brother.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. What the hell am I doing? 12 for me.
Yeah, 12 for you.
12 for me is the Saints Falcons game. I'm gonna take the Saints, man. Falcons are already coming off of a win they shouldn't have gotten on a short week, and the Saints have been pretty hot. They've won a lot of games in a row, which worries me. But what do they got to go for? Like I said, the Falcons don't really have anything to play for in this. If they win, it messes up the Panthers game in a way, some kind of way. But I don't think they care. So I don't know. It's weird. They might win this. I don't know. I forgot who's at home.
Falcons are
Yeah.
at home.
Nah, I probably should take
Yeah.
the Falcons, man. But oh well, I'll take the Saints.
No, I don't think that's crazy at all because they're just coming off a big win in against the Rams in LA. So I got more to say on that one in a little bit too. In my number 12, I'm going looks like it's going to be the battle for Ohio here as the Cleveland Browns go into Cincy against Smoking Joe. I'm going to take Smoking Joe and the Bengals at 12, man. Um, like you said, Joe Soros,
That's
as
right.
we called him, he's been doing it, right? Just killing everybody he faces now. Gotta love it. Oh, but yeah, man, Joe Soros, he's been on a roll the last 3 weeks, and unfortunately, it's only going to be good enough for I think they're 6-10 now. They're going to end up at 7-10. Um, so that is my number 12. I'm taking the Bengals.
All right.
You at 12, you are taking New Orleans?
I am. Yes.
New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Okay. which I don't fault you for. Normally, against anybody else, I would, but it's the Falcons. Like I said, I got a little bit more to say on that in a bit. Um, what do you think of my number 12, though? The Bengals? Is that too high?
Well, my number 11 is the Bengals. Um, Joe Sorrow is going on the anger tour, and he's going to beat up on the Browns just to do it, I think.
Yeah,
That's what I would say. So, yeah, I agree. I'm one right behind you there.
for sure. Perfect segue. You're welcome. uh, my number 11 is I'm taking the Jacksonville Jags or the London Jags, if you hear Kenny on that one, against the Tennessee Tits. First off, Tennessee, I think, got their one game that they had right against KC a few weeks back, and Jacksonville's at home. I think they want to go into the playoffs with a win, and I think this is the perfect way to do it. What do you think, Ken? Is 11 too high for the Jacksonville Jags in this game?
I'll get to it pretty soon.
Okay,
Not 11, but pretty soon.
for sure. That brings us to the 10 for Ken hour. Ken, what do you got at 10?
My number 10. This game kind of sucks. I'm gonna take the Packers over the Vikings. I think the Packers might be one of those teams that's not playing, but I don't know. They could probably close it up with a win. The backup guy, Willis, if they're playing him, man, he's playing for a job. That dude's been really great since Love went out, and obviously, the Packers are going to stick with Jordan Love when he comes back, but that guy might get traded or something, man. He might get a little starting gig somewhere. He's doing so good, so it would probably benefit him to go out there and show something. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Now, if they don't decide not to play him, that's whatever. I have no idea. So asterisk on that, if you will. But I'll take the Packers over the Vikings one way or another.
Nice. At 10.
Yeah.
I am doing, we were talking about them earlier before the show started, but I am taking the Houston Texans. Boom, Howard. Dang, oh, bang, oh, dang.
I wish I had it. I don't have it, sadly. Next time.
That's going to be a killer sound effect when you do, though. I'm going to take Houston at 10. They're playing the Colts, and as sad as it makes me to watch one of my favorite teams to watch this season, in the world of what ifs, shoulda, woulda, couldas, if, Indiana Jones was still healthy, that is a question, right? I don't know. I think if Indy was still healthy, I think he probably would have had this game. He probably would have had this game. He might have had a hard time with a couple of the games the last few weeks, but I think he would have won at least 2 out of 3.
I'm going to be honest. Myself and a bunch of other people were calling it that eventually he would kind of turn back into a pumpkin anyway. I feel like the wheels would have fell off that bus no matter what. He just got hurt instead. So I don't think it would have fell off as hard as it did. He wouldn't be 1-6.
Yeah.
I think it would have came down quite a bit. He would have came back to earth eventually. But who knows? We'll maybe see next year. I hope. I hope he at least gets the chance to find out. He deserves at least that much.
Definitely, man.
I think it
Definitely.
sucks that it ended the way it did.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, I knew it would have been a crazy battle between him and Brock Purdy 2 weeks ago. I don't know, as a Niner fan, maybe I'm a little biased, but I think he would have at least split one of the games against Jacksonville. But the game against the Niners, that might have been a tough one for him to take. But
Right.
this week,
for sure.
yeah. Definitely. Shoulda, woulda, couldas. But I'm going to take Houston at 10. And Kenny's taking Green Bay in Minnesota with the 10. I got more to say on that one later because I watched both of these teams actually play last weekend. And, dude, C.J. Stroud, wow. Yeah. Against those Chargers in Chargerland.
The Chargers awful. That is to be considered.
Yeah, I know, but I thought the Texans were, I didn't think they were that good, but put themselves. They almost gave it up. So you're not lying, but they really put themselves in a position to get that fifth in a row, brother. They were up 14-0 before half the game had started. It was like I think 5 minutes into the first quarter. But anyway, I thought my 10 was Houston Texans, and Kenny's taking Green Bay. You're number nine, Ken.
Number 9. All right, number 9. I am taking. Oh, what a gross game! This one sucks. I would not have put this high, but this is the order you had sent me. Um, so I'm doing that. But it's the Cowboys and the Giants. Boy, this was gross. I'm gonna take Dallas. The Giants are already getting shit for like winning last week and losing all that draft capital. You know what I mean? Because they were fighting with the Raiders for. I told you about that. You know, I was like, man, whoever wins that gets the first round, and a win is kind of a loss. You know, even though the Raiders got their number one quarterback guy, you know, getting the number one pick and being able to trade that off would still be, worth a lot. So a lot of their fans are mad. So I don't see them winning this one because it won't help them none. That'd be even worse. Uh, so if I was them, I'd probably tank this one somehow. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm gonna take Dallas because Dallas already at least won a bunch of games, so it won't matter if they win one more. And I can see them playing for the pride. I think Dak said he wanted to anyway. So I'll take Dallas. They'll probably try.
Nice. Yeah, I got more to say on that in a little bit. Yeah, it's fun. I know you keep mentioning, that order thing, and the funny thing is about that one, you're not that far off from where I have it. I'm right now though. I'm taking at 9. I'm taking the Denver Broncos at home in Mile High City against the Governator's Chargers.
Yeah.
As I previously mentioned, man, the Chargers just looked horrible against Houston, which was a shocker. Everybody expected them to, beat them because one, they were the home team, and two, these guys were going for their fifth straight, and they got it. I mean, they put up a fight eventually, but they went down 14-0 before the first quarter was even halfway through. Um, yeah, man. Herbert, man, he couldn't get his head in the game, even after the World Series and the supermodel girlfriend, right?
I'm telling you about that.
Um,
I'm telling you all about that for a while.
so my number nine, uh, was the Denver Broncos
Right.
and Knicks.
I forgot you.
Kenny is taking the Dallas Cowboys,
Oh yeah.
and perfect segue there, Ken, to your number 8. Go for it.
My number 8, as you said, I will take the Jags also. I think the Jags have a lot to play for still. There's still situations where they could I don't know if they end up with the number one seed or higher or whatever. I don't know, but they still got a lot of stuff going on for them, I think, and the Titans suck. So I'll take the Jags at 8.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that one. I put it 3 little ranks higher, but
Yeah.
uh, as I previously mentioned, you're not that crazy because perfect segue into my number 8. I will also take Dallas against the Giants at 8. Um, you took the ball away there. I should have taken the Giants last week. Those were 6 points that I really could have used to take first place. Um, I took second place back to back this week and last week, but this week was a different story. I really almost had it there, man.
Mm,
But nah, I'm gonna take Dallas this week in
yeah.
New York against the Giants.
I tell you,
And
the Raiders just lose better.
yeah, man, you're not kidding. They didn't even try. I was like, and then
Well, I
I
don't know.
mean, I should have known better. I knew who Geno Smith was going into the season, and I'm like, wait, this guy's got to be old. I go look, and he's 37.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
I don't know if you saw the whole thing about that Crosby guy with the Raiders. Like he was mad that they weren't playing him and shit. Like apparently, according to him, he could have played, but they're telling him he's hurt not to play, so they don't win. Like he was posting shit online of him jumping on a trampoline with his kids and shit, and like doing all kinds of
oh,
stuff. And they're like, "Oh, see." just kind of taking subtle shots out there, and like he's pissed because he's like, I don't care. I don't. He's like, I don't give a shit about the number 1 pick. It's not my job to worry about draft picks, dude. I want to play. I'm healthy. Let's go. But they shut him down for the year, and he wasn't happy about it.
Wow.
And it's just that kind of shit. Somebody said too, like when you could see when the penalties would happen that would set the Raiders back. You could see the coach guy kind of like, that's not what you want. That's
Yeah.
not what you want to see. But yes, they're trying to get Mendoza. Really.
Talk about getting the cat out of the bag. Whoa.
Yeah, yeah. It's been quite a little bit of drama over there for that.
Pete Carroll's the only one who kept his job. I think all the other coordinators got let go.
Yeah, yeah. He fired him. So I guess he'll get one more year. But if it don't get much better, I think he'll be going right behind him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is it already
So
working out?
right. I got more to say on them a little bit, but to confirm, my number 8 is Dallas, and your number 8 was the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It is. Yes.
Okay. Your number 7.
My number 7. Also Texans. Taking the Texans because, as I've been telling y'all for weeks now, the Colts are done. It's over. Again, unless the Texans lay back for some reason, I don't know if they will or not. But I'm going to take the. Yeah, I feel like even the Texans backups will beat the Colts at this point, probably. So I'll take the Texans.
For sure. I think you're right. I don't think Rivers started last week. I think it
Oh
was
yeah, he's not playing anymore. It is going to be Riley.
yeah, Riley Leonard, right?
Yeah, Rivers said himself he is not playing anymore. He is done.
Oh, damn. Because he was making it exciting too. That was the only reason why I kept going with that.
Didn't win a single game, but it was fun.
Yeah. My 7 is going to be the Atlanta Falcons. I'm touching back on a game you brought up earlier. I'm taking the Falcons with the 7 at home. I don't want to go any higher than that, even though it would, even though it would make sense to. Uh, this is we talked about my favorite team. This is probably my most disliked team. I just hate the way they play. My cousin just says he loves drafting all these up and comers and he loves Bijan and all that. And I just threw it in his face. Oh, I didn't realize he was Devontae Freeman. Oh, I didn't realize Matty Ice and Julio Jones was out there. And he just tells me, "Oh, Lou, you're stuck in 10 years ago, pal." And I'm like, you know what? I hate the stupid Falcons. But yeah, man, I'm gonna take them with the 7 though because
Oh.
I see. This is why I don't blame you for taking New Orleans. I just didn't want to take New Orleans and cause them to lose for taking them. Atlanta's coming off they're coming off a big game against the Rams that they had no business winning, but they did.
Yeah, I can't take them after that.
Yeah. I'm only taking them because they're at home, and I'm only taking them with the 7. So
Also, the Saints quarterback guy, like he's trying for a rookie of the year thing too a little bit. Like if he keeps busting it up, he could be rookie of the year, type thing.
What's his name?
Locklear? Tyler Shook or whatever.
Yeah, I think my cousin picked him up because he lost Indiana Jones in his fantasy.
Quarterback for the Saints. So he's trying still. So he's got something to play for. The Falcons are coming off of a win already. Short week.
Yeah. A big win.
Yeah, way big. Yeah, big, huge upset. Like I'm not taking them after that. There's no way.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's usually how this shit would work. This year, none of that stuff matters, and it all blows up in my face every time, and I look stupid, and it doesn't make any sense. So, don't listen to me, definitely. But that's usually how these things work in any other year ever in the history of the NFL. Welcome to post-legal gambling NFL, though.
I've been out of it for 10 seasons, so I definitely hear you on that, man. You're number 7. I believe you're taking Houston, right?
Yeah, I took the Colts.
Yeah. You took the Texans against the Colts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then my number 7 is going to be the Falcons against the Saints at home there in Atlanta.
yeah.
You're number 6, Ken.
Number 6. Yeah, Devon, go get the tables, man. I'll take the Bills over the Jets. Even if they do play, I've been saying this whole show, but even if they do play backups, they still should beat the Jets, like the Patriots did. I said that would happen, and that did. So the Patriots ended up sitting people during that game and still beat them up. So yeah, I'll take the Bills.
For sure. That was a crazy game against the Eagles last week. Talk about a
Yeah,
tough one.
right. I didn't get to watch anything.
13-12.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't either. I
a
just they
sports
just
guy.
told me about it.
Yeah,
Not that one. I shouldn't say I didn't get to watch anything. I didn't get to watch that one.
yeah.
Like I said, I caught the Texans game and I caught the Packer game,
That's nice.
but and then I was watching the end of the Ram game last night.
Yeah.
Um, to the woe is me. uh, so your number 6
Bills.
is the Bills. I'm taking my number 6 here, touching back on a game that you played earlier. I'm gonna take Carolina, the Panthers, at 6 against Tampa Bay. Man, I'm sorry, man. I like Baker as much as you do. I really liked watching them play this year too, but ever since he got beat up, brother, he can't win a game to save his life, and I
Yeah.
think he's just phoning it in now with
Uh,
both crutches. So I'm gonna take the Panthers for 6 because, like you said, they're actually trying this year. So
that's sure. It's probably the way it'll go. Probably the way it'll go.
um, so that finishes up 6. Kenny took the Bills Mafia, and I'm taking the Carolina Panthers. What's your number 5? I got 5 on it.
Already mentioned also, and I will agree. I'm going to take the Broncos here, and all I wrote down is never trust the Chargers. um, this is another one of those games. I don't know. Like when I looked up the spread, it was like Broncos minus 14. So there has to be something to that. I don't know if the Chargers just aren't playing people or what, but I'm going to take the Broncos for sure.
For sure. Yeah, no, I did that just a little bit ago, actually. I just missed double digits just in case the Governators Chargers actually want to show up this time.
Yeah,
Uh, I did take them with the 9, but
yeah,
um, that was your number 5. You took the Broncos as well.
yeah.
My number 5 is gonna be now. This is where okay. So you weren't that far off, to be honest with you. The double-digit games, as I call it, they were a lot easier to pick this week than the last 2 weeks. There's trash here, but not as much trash as the last 2 weeks. I got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 out of the way. And then the 9, 8, 7 were, could go either way. But when it comes down to 5, this is where it got hard. I'm telling you, because I watched the Ravens play last week, and I'm taking the Steelers with the 5 because Aaron's healthy. Only because Aaron's healthy. But if the Steelers running defense, they don't have a rushing defense, dude. Forget it. King Henry's just going to run all over them like he did against the Pack. Did you see that game? It was
Yeah,
insane, dude.
if they let him loose again, yeah, good.
Dude.
There's something to that whole. I'll get to that in my last one, but there's something to that whole thing too. Lamar seems like he wants out of there. I've heard a lot of things, a lot of rumblings. It's going to be a crazy offseason.
Yeah, no, I think you mentioned that. I think that Lamar wants out of there, that he's not really that hurt. He could play and stuff.
I guarantee it.
But
Him and Harbaugh ain't gonna be in the same building after this year ever again.
Harbaugh said that they were cool. That those
Yeah,
are just
yeah,
rumors.
yeah. That's what coaches say. Remember when
Yeah.
Saban said he's absolutely not leaving LSU for Alabama?
Yeah.
Believe me, guys, I am staying here.
I mean, look at the stuff that Minnesota pulled in McCarthy this season. So I believe you on that.
And he can't go out there and be like, yeah, fuck that guy. No, he's not. He's gonna say, oh no, man, me and Lamar's cool. There's no rifts whatsoever.
We can't all be like Crosby on the Raiders, right?
Yeah, he's just breaking
Telling
kayfabe.
it how it is
Yeah, he's just
on
breaking
that
kayfabe.
trampoline.
Yeah, they said Yeah, he didn't like say anything, but he was just posting videos of him playing with his kids and just shooting basketball and jumping on trampolines and shit. And just kind of implying, hey, I'm okay. And
Yeah.
he was
So
frustrated with the whole thing. So that's interesting.
I hear that, brother. So your number five was
Bronco.
the
Oh,
Broncos, yep, in Mile High City. And then I'm taking the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And that's when things got tough for me there. Which brings us to your number four, Ken.
my number four. Boy, this thing is gross. This is definitely a who wants it less. The Chiefs and the Raiders. We're just talking about the Raiders. I'm going to take the Chiefs because, boy, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's going to even try in this game. This should be the last game the Chiefs win. Obviously, well, clearly it's the last game of the year, but I will say this: I think the Chiefs are in trouble next year too. I think they have problems coming because Mahomes probably won't be ready by the beginning of the season, and a lot of changes there happening. So I think the Chiefs are in rebuild mode for a while. But not that matters at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs over the Raiders. The Raiders are just obviously just trying to lose.
Okay, man, you twisted my arm.
Chiefs.
I
Yeah.
I will also take the Chiefs at number four against those Raiders.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, we talked about the Raiders enough, brother. I mean, just when you thought we were gonna go a week without having the exact same pick, we've been having the exact same pick at least once or twice the
Yeah.
last 3 weeks.
It's been well. Last time we had two in a row.
It took 7 weeks just to get us on the same page with one game.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's been, it took us to like the week 13, yeah, 14 or 15, because we're on 18 now. So, yeah, I want to say since week 14 or 15, we've been having a game or two match exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs on this one. Enough said. You covered all that on the Chiefs. I want to say a couple last things about the Raiders. On my end, being out of it for 10 seasons, I think my brain was still when Derek Carr was there. Not a 37-year-old Geno Smith.
Right.
I think my brain was still on Derek Carr, and if not Derek Carr, I was thinking that they have Goff or no, they had some other young. I thought they'd have a young other up and coming, rookie quarterback like the other teams do, but I guess not.
No, they traded for Geno Smith. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
At 37 years old.
Yeah, and they gave him like $100 million for that shit too.
Yeah,
Like,
the dude cashed in. I read about that earlier this season. I was
oh,
like,
horrible move.
my guy's still in the league and everything, man. Oh, meanwhile, Kirk Cousins playing spoiler on the Falcons against the Rams. That's what I forgot to mention. That Kirk was the one who won that game for them last night.
Right. Yeah, Darnold was with the Vikings and he won 14 games and the Vikings were like, we can do that without him and gave him to the Seahawks. And the Seahawks are now, great and the Vikings aren't. And Geno Smith was with the Seahawks and he went to the Raiders with Pete Carroll because Carroll liked him. And yeah, they're failing together.
But I thought
They gave these people a boatload of money to do that. It's insane. Horrible moves.
for sure. More on that on our rankings episode next week. But I wanted to mention that, dude, the Vikings, I thought they had a whole plan if they would have stuck with McCarthy and, actually let him do his thing, right?
He got hurt again.
Yeah, but is he really hurt this time or are they making it up again?
I feel like maybe this time. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
he's
because if you go back to our earlier shows, you
right,
kept on mentioning that,
right.
McCarthy's healthy, he's ready, but they keep on delaying this. And
I think they were not necessarily rushing back to him for sure. Where it's at now, I don't know.
yeah,
I haven't heard too much about it at this point. It doesn't. They don't really matter now, so no one cares about them.
gotcha. So just to tie up our fourth pick, we're both taking the Kansas City Chiefs. If you didn't hear, if you guys missed it, you're number three, Ken.
My number 3. Rams and Cardinals, right? I'm gonna take the Rams. They got to bounce back off that loss. Hopefully, the Cardinals suck. Again, I've said it all show. I don't know if they're resting starters, but I feel like even their backups could beat the Cardinals. So I will take the Rams at 3.
Definitely. I had the Rams a little higher than that because
Yeah.
gotcha. Just because I think they're gonna pull this out at home after a big
Right.
upset last night. My number 3, I'm taking my favorite San Fran Niners at home against Seattle. They're coming off a very, tough game against the Dub Bears. Jose, you
Yeah.
got close matchup there. um, Man, well, that game, just like you thought the Packer game was good, that game was even better. Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy came out and did his thing.
But
High ankle sprain or not, Kittle was still trying to do his thing, and CMC is always there. So I think the Seahawks are going to be a tough opponent. That's why I kept it at 3, just in case, But of course, hearing Ken talk about it on our show as usual, I hope I didn't mess up and not take it higher. um, so that
yeah,
was
if
3.
you'd have took my if you'd have took my list, motherfucker, that'd have been your 16. You got lucky.
Yeah, that would have been a tough game to take at 16.
That's what I was
I
gonna
mean,
say.
if I had to, though, I'd still pick the Niners. Just I can't go against them, especially after that nail biter last week. Why would you at home? If they were in Seattle, maybe. But without that 11th man, I still think they have a really good shot to win this. Um, so that was my number 3 was the Niners. Kenny's taking the Rams, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then what's your Lou for 2 hour there at number 2?
The Lou for 2 hour. I am taking the Patriots over the Dolphins. Um, enough said. Patriots, Dolphins. Take the Patriots.
Yeah.
I think Drake is playing for the MVP. I think they could probably get through this with the win and sit down like they did last week. So yeah, the Patriots will be fine.
I was gonna ask you that. I hope because I took them a little higher than that, but I hope that doesn't come back to bite me because they've already clinched, right? So,
Yeah.
Hawk Tua and them, they're not that great, but they've shown that they can beat
I,
teams that aren't.
yeah, I would have kept this low just in case on that too, because Dolphins could show up and really want to play or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But the Patriots just don't get hurt. That's all the Patriots really should.
Right. Yeah. If they sit people out, that's crazy.
Don't get hurt.
Um.
I don't know
Oh
what.
yeah. My number 2, I'm gonna take Jose's Da Bears at in Chicago at home here versus those Lions. I guess the question comes down to it. I know you took the Bears too with a lot higher than this.
Well, again, I took
Um,
the order you gave me, so yes, I took them at 15.
for sure, but looking back on it, where would you have put them then? Because
I didn't, as I've said many times, I didn't think of that, so I don't know.
for sure.
I don't
I
know.
mean, the
I probably would have had it somewhere in the middle or lower for sure. I don't.
okay,
I wouldn't have put it at 15. I don't think.
but I mean, the question it really is your 15 doesn't look that bad if the Lions are done, like if they're really hanging it up, but because that
See
they're
them
Pro
trying to
Bowl
play.
safety.
I could see them trying to play spoiler just to screw somebody over, though. They're
Okay,
that kind of team because that coach guy's nuts. So I could see
yeah,
them. They've been losing their ass off too. So I could see him maybe trying to, you know, just to do it.
spoil it for a division rival.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's why I'm taking a 2 on the Bears. It's not that I don't have faith in them. They've been playing their butts off all season. They proved me wrong. There you go, Jose. I said it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They proved me wrong.
There's every game, man. It's like game of the year. Like the last 3 or 4 Bears games in a row I've watched, I'm like, this is game of the year. This is amazing. That one against the Packers, I was blown away. I'm like, oh, this is the greatest game I've seen all year. And sadly, I didn't get to see the one last week, but it was the same thing. Oh, fantastic, fantastic
Who would
football.
have thought the things that you can get when you paint your nails?
Hell yeah, dude. That's right.
Yeah. So at number 2, the Lou for 2 hour. Kenny, what did you take again? You
I took
took New England, right?
yeah, I took the Patriots.
Okay, you're taking the Patriots. I'm taking the Bears. And that brings us to your number 1, Ken.
All right, well, this was the one game that I was the most torn on. I really don't know where to go with this one. So I put it here, hey, thanks for putting this one at number 1 because this isn't one I would have wanted at the top. This is the only thing I was sure of is I would have put this at number 1. There you go. I finally have an answer to one of your questions. I would put this at number 1. Steelers Ravens. I don't know. I'm taking the Steelers also. I am. The Ravens should win, I feel like, but they have no Lamar, possibly. But like Huntley came in and looked better. Like he actually wanted to fucking be there. And they finally let Henry go and they went out in there and crushed some people. And it makes you wonder. Like a lot of people are calling out Lamar because he went out with what is a back contusion. So basically, he took a knee to the back and got a bruise, and he didn't go back in. The fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The whole thing's weird with that. He doesn't seem like he wants to be there, and I don't know what's going to happen with it. Something's going to shake down. Maybe it don't, but it seems like something will. The Steelers look completely lost without Metcalf, who's a douchebag, and fuck him. But Aaron Rodgers looked like he didn't really have anyone to throw it to all of a sudden to spread it out. So it's really hard to call this game, man. It really, really is. I don't know why. I'm going to take the Steelers though. I the Ravens have just been a mess all year, and I don't like what I see with them. Even though they look like they might have finally got it together, but I don't know. I feel like they might have to force Lamar out there now, right? Just to show that everything's okay. I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm gonna take the Steelers with one. But this is the one game I'm completely unsure of.
Well, what injury does Lamar supposedly have again? Is it a high
Uh,
ankle sprain
It's a,
too, or?
right now he went out with a back contusion, which is a bruise on his back from taking some guy kneeing him in the back.
Oh,
Now
okay.
show me a football player alive that would sit out a game on that. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So I
I
don't know.
thought it was something with his legs or
All
something.
year it has been, but he's missed practice on Wednesdays like all year. There's reports that he hasn't really been, been, you know, big in the meetings and shit. He's just been kind of fucking off all year, man. And I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, the
And
clubhouse
it
isn't fun
showed.
anymore.
It showed all year. It really showed all year.
Yeah. They even took the fun out of the clubhouse, so.
Yeah, yeah. And he took the ping pong table that some bitch.
Um, no, it's definitely going to be a tough game and not a bad number 1.
Yeah,
I had them at 5, only because of Aaron being healthy, and he's proved me wrong before. And like I said, all they have is a running game, really. And I watched him play the Pack.
yeah.
Willis did great, like you said. I have more to say on that in a little bit here because my number 1 is Green Bay against Minnesota. Another tough game, man. Honestly, my 1 through 5 here, as I previously mentioned, I can honestly, flip flop them because they're just tough games, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got Pittsburgh and Baltimore. You got, like I said, Green Bay and Minnesota. You got San Fran and Seattle. You got Chicago and Detroit, and KC and the Raiders. It's not you
Yeah.
go from asking yourself, whoa, these two teams are good, who's going to take it, to, whoa, these two teams are bad, who's going to give up the rock, right? So,
That's it.
but yeah, no, like I was saying, if Pittsburgh has the rushing defense, I don't see the Ravens going anywhere with, even if it's King Henry or not.
No.
Aaron's going to outpass his running for sure if they can stop him. The thing that they were doing last week against the Pack weren't tackling him straight on. He's a big guy, but they were tackling him from the sides, and you're not going to stop King Henry like that.
Yeah.
So my cousin kept on mentioning it the whole game, and I just felt so bad. I was just like, brother, I'm sorry, man. I think you guys are done. Willis was playing out of his freaking mind.
Yeah, he's
And it was so exciting to watch him throw to, all his guys out there. You got Brooks and the other solid receiver, was it Watts, I think? But anyway, they're all speedsters and they were just solid out there. They would score quickly. All they had to do was stop the rush and they would have had a chance to win the game. But my number one is Green Bay this week. If Jordan Love comes back, he's questionable. So
okay. I had no idea.
if Jordan Love comes back, it might help. But I mean, they're still really beat up on the defense. But like you mentioned earlier, the Vikings are pretty beat up too, right? McCarthy isn't a sure thing.
Yeah, the Vikings are, they're hurt. They have nothing going for them. So there's that.
Yeah.
If I was the Packers, I wouldn't bring back Jordan Love for this shit. I know that. There's no way.
Don't they still have a chance to get in?
Well, they should be in, right? The Packers should be
Mm,
in already. Yeah, the Packers are in when the Lions lost last week.
right. Yes, they are.
Because they
But I
lost,
think they
they
were.
still got a playoff spot because the Lions blew it. So
I
the
think they were
Packers,
trying to do something with the seating. Is that what I think? That's what I had heard.
yeah, the only thing open in the NFC is the Panthers or the Bucks. That's the
Okay,
only thing that has to be decided over there, and some seeding bullshit. But as far as win or get out, it's Panthers and Bucks.
gotcha.
In the AFC side, it's going to come down to Sunday night with the Steelers and Ravens.
Gotcha. Didn't That brings us to the end of our picks there, but I wanted to ask you about the schedule, Ken. Uh, am I mistaken? There's no Monday night football game this week.
No, everything is Sunday.
Everything is Sunday, but there's a game on Saturday.
There's 2 games on Saturday.
2 games on Saturday and the other 14 on Sunday. There's no Thursday night and there's no Monday night, right?
No.
Okay.
Last
So
the last week of NFL is always all on. Well, you back in the day it used to be just Sunday, like at 12 o'clock, like everything's Sunday at 12 o'clock, because they don't want teams purposely not playing if they know the outcome of this game, and stuff like that. They'd have games where
mhm,
like, oh, well, we're not gonna make the playoffs anyway. Screw it. So then they wouldn't try. So they put
okay.
everybody at the same time on Sunday all the time. Now they
That's what I thought.
now this
Yeah.
time, now that they have a couple of games that are gonna matter, okay. Well, the big one is like I said, Panthers Buccaneers, right? That's going to decide the last playoff team for the NFC. So they're putting that at Saturday at 3 o'clock Central. And Seahawks Niners, I think that game is for the number 1 seed, if I'm not mistaken. And everything else is Sunday, except for, like I said, Ravens Steelers Sunday night decides the last team to get in with the AFC side.
Okay. I'm going to let you take it away with our numbers in just a moment there. I wanted to say for the tiebreaker this week, in my league anyway, our commissioner is doing the Sunday night game for that reason because of scheduling. So our
Right.
Sunday night game is that Ravens Steelers game,
Ugh,
and I took a 47 on that.
that's high. I feel like it's going to be a low scoring game.
You would think so if the Steelers' rushing defense is there again. As I keep mentioning, I'm keep beating it with a dead horse, but broken record at this point. But if the Steelers' rushing game is there, maybe. But if not, King Henry's got to run all over them like he did against the Pack, because that's all they got. I mean, like you said, Huntley's good, but he's still not Lamar though. Not
No,
with that arm.
he had one.
Um,
He had one really good game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he blew the next one if he did start.
yeah. Are you taking 30 again?
Sure. Well, it's 20-10 Steelers.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, sure.
All right, hit him up with the numbers there, Ken.
Unless I'm wrong, because I could be. I think we only disagreed on 3 games, which would be the Hawks and Niners, the Bucks and Panthers, and Saints and Falcons. I think that's the only things we disagree.
and we even matched up exactly on our number 4.
And we matched up exactly on our. So you're joining me on the Chiefs train. And welcome aboard. You know what? You might get that invitation to the wedding after all, Lou. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'll talk to him. I can't promise you nothing. I can't promise you, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna try.
I just couldn't take the Raiders for 2 weeks in a row, Ken, after I cost myself first place last week.
I'm gonna talk to Taylor. We'll see what happens. You might.
You talk to Tay Tay. You let her know.
We talk all the time. I'll let her.
Oh, I heard rumors that she has a lake house in Rhode Island. My boss was telling me this week. She has a lake house in Rhode Island, and they're going to have a big old wedding, secret wedding there. I don't know how secret it is if I found out about it, though.
If your boss knows, I don't know.
All right. Well,
inside
everybody.
Information you only get here, folks. Breaking news. We're going to get the Swifties watching the shows for updates.
Some golf resort.
We wasted all your time with 16 NFL picks to finally get to the real news. So thanks for bringing it, Lou.
Well, everybody, it's been one heck of a season. I hope we can help you win again this week. I hope you can join us next week if Papa Ken there is good to go. I want to do that exciting rankings video where we talk about preseason. I really need your help with this one, Ken, because you've been watching the last 10 seasons, and I wanted to.
Okay, yeah, that.
I wanted to pick your brain on, exactly why some of these teams were ranked as high as they were. I mean, I kind of read a little bit on them when I did the rankings, but you could help me out with that. And obviously, we both know where they all ended up, right? So we'll see.
We still have 6 games to pick next week,
For the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh, so do you want to hold off on the rankings then?
We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe let's either Pro Bowl week, like you said,
Okay.
or championship week where there's only 2 games going on.
Okay.
One of those 2 might be good.
I'll have them ready. I'll have my notes ready.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
For sure.
Until then, that is it for now. And we'll see y'all next